Hi, I'm Lori with The Adventures of Lori. This is my first video on camping prep. Just a little background, I love to travel, and part of traveling is planning. Part of planning is getting everything ready and doing it on a budget. That's kind of where my specialty lies. Budget travel, how to do it, what to buy, where to get the best deals, things like that, in my opinion, obviously. So my first video is going to be camp preparations. And like I said, this will be the first video. I have my unboxing of the tent, and we'll put that up, and then some kitchen stuff, some food prep, so there'll be more videos. But this is the first one. And I thought I would show you some of the things I've purchased so far for this trip. Going in July, and it will be hot. My niece Sarah and I will be driving to the beach in Pensacola, Florida, over on the island, and camping for a week. So, camping, glamping, you call it what you will. My whole theory in life is that camping gear doesn't have to be drab and dull and brown and green and black. I'm not bushwhacking, I'm not backpacking, I'm not trying to blend in. I'm trying to have fun. We're spending a week on the beach, for goodness sakes. So, let's dig in. Where to begin? Let's start with some kitchen stuff. And by kitchen things, mostly I'm talking about are plates and bowls, silverware, straws, cups, storage, that type of stuff that I did need to purchase specifically for this trip. All my past camping trips have been group trips, and so everybody kind of just brought their own things. And so I needed to pick up some stuff. So the first thing I needed for she and I were bowls and plates. And there's a couple schools. At first I thought we would like to use paper plates, paper bowls. It's not great for the environment, but if you're doing fire, you can burn the paper plates and bowls in the fire at night, and that definitely, takes care of that excess trash. It doesn't end up in the landfill. The problem that I'm looking at is if it's 90 degrees, I may not have a fire at night. So then what? So I went on the hunt for some plates and bowls. And I was looking at these plates, and they were $2, $3, $4 for one plate. One plate, $4. Absolutely not. So I was in Target. I even looked in like the dollar spot at Target, and they were 2 for $3. So that was $1.50 for a small child-sized plate. I mean, which is fine. I don't need a huge plate, but they also didn't match. And then they're going back to my whole I want everything to be cute and fun. So I went into the children's section at Target and found, sorry about the reflection on the side there, that's my windows open to give me a little better light. But these are, I mean, they're smallish, but I mean decent size, BPA free, pillow fort, large bowl, dishwasher safe, 79 cents a piece. And this is, I mean, it's very sturdy. I will be able to use these on many camping trips. So I went with the baby blue and the pink because that's what they had matching. They really had a fun green, but one store had the bowls but didn't have the plates, and so I went with the pink and blue. And then they had the large dinner plate. They're calling this a salad plate, but that's big. I mean, it's bigger than my head. I like the little lip on the edge as well. This is also BPA free. It's hard plastic, but there's some texture to this side. Where your food sits, the little lip keeps it on there. And also, if I decided that we were going to do paper plates, I could set a paper plate in here. And these were, I don't know if I said this, these were also 79 cents. So I bought 2 pink plates, 2 blue plates. So for less than the price, really, of one plate, I was able to get us a set of 4. Now, I believe these come in a navy blue, like avocado green, this pink, and this blue. So this is just what I chose because that's what was convenient for us. Excuse me while I set this down. I also picked up some paper plates just to have. You know, there will be cooking going on and things, and so I'm going to have them with us. It's not going to be my go-to, but obviously we're out there for a week. We'll probably need some paper plates. So I picked up some paper plates, and I actually got these. They're Dixie brand 45 plates at this store in a town near where I live for $2. So I thought that was a good deal too. Now silverware. I am going to go with plastic silverware, which we obviously can wash, and hopefully we will. And the best deal I found was at the dollar store, and they are 48 for $1. I got 2 sets. It's 16 spoons, 16 forks, 16 knives. I'm not bringing all the knives because we won't need that many. But I did get matching. So we got a set of pink and a set of blue silverware. I mean, I can, so why not? There was no difference in quality to the clear or any other color. And I'm like, well, that's just fun. And, you know, there's a fair amount in here. And this will last us for the week. And I also got this container at the dollar store. So for $3, I have all of our silverware. This is one with a snap lid on it. I mean, it's not the greatest of quality, but quite frankly, it holds on there to stick my silverware and keep the cover on it, to keep the dirt out, keep it contained together, and stack it in the tote with all the kitchen and food and stuff. So I thought that was perfect. I may end up getting some more of these for some other storage, but I haven't made that decision yet, so we won't worry about that right now. It may be in a future video, but for now, that's what I have. The other storage things that I bought at the dollar store, again, was this Betty Crocker brand, and these are small storage containers. This one, I believe, is a 1.5 cups, and they're like a rectangular shape, and these are a 1/2 cup, and they're great for syrup. Like, we don't need to bring, if we're only going to have pancakes one morning, or pancakes and French toast or whatever, that should be plenty of syrup, a 1/2 cup for both of us, you know, or I can do the 1.5 cups if I think we'll want more. I can put spices in here. We can take them along empty and put leftovers that need to go into the cooler. A million uses for these. And these were bonus packs. So this was 5 and this was 4 and they were $1. Perfect price point for me. Makes me happy. I don't like to spend more money on things I don't need to. When it comes to quality, I will totally spend the money. But it's storage containers, and I don't feel like I need to spend $3 or $4 for the same container. So I picked these up at the dollar store. And, you know, worst case scenario, if I don't need them camping, I pack my lunch every day, and these will just go in my kitchen. Once I've packed up seasonings and spices and packets, and even like this 1.5, if I start collecting like ketchup packets or special seasoning packets, they can go in here, and then this goes in the Tupperware, and everything stays together. And that's my main thing, is keeping everything organized and together. Sorry, I dropped it. And then I was there this afternoon and saw, and this is also a bonus pack of 3, and I'm going to take these out. So these were $1, and there's 3 of them in here. So this is another one of the bonus packs. Sorry for the crinkling. So if you're wanting to, put that in the trash, if you're wanting to go, now is the time. And there's nothing wrong with planning ahead. These, I believe, are 9 ounces, so that's a little bigger than a cup. And then it's a screw-on lid. Dry goods, you know, maybe you just need a little bit of flour to bread some fish that you caught, or maybe you need some hot chocolate or cream of wheat. One of the kids, one of your friends, somebody likes cream of wheat. Somebody just wants a little bit of oatmeal. You're just going overnight. I mean, these are really good size dry storage containers. Or you can put hair ties in here. You can put, again, seasoning, spices for the kitchen. You can put Band-Aids in here. You could put, you know, things that you want to keep together. Because if you've been camping, part of the deal with camping is everything is just kind of strewn about. And especially if you have young ones that are going to be digging through containers. And for that, you know, not knowing where everything is, I picked up these labels. And they're $1, Jot brand, 50 of them, different sizes and different shapes, and they have all different styles. I just like this one. Peel it off, stick it on the container, and put what it is. If it's hot chocolate, what is your measurements? You know, is it 2 tablespoons of mix and a cup of water? I mean, just whatever. Is it pancake mix? Add an egg, add water. You know, any size container, it doesn't need to be the small ones, that you can write on here with a Sharpie what's in it, what it's for. You know, maybe it's for a special meal that you're making and you don't want somebody reaching in and grabbing it. We'll put a label on it, you know, save for keeping for dinner on Thursday, or don't use, don't touch, don't touch. You know, milk. I bought these at the dollar store as well. These are also BPA free. I've tested them. They do hold water very well. I'm going to fill one with milk. And I might fill one with coffee creamer, just because I don't want things getting yucky in the cooler. So I may need to put a label on one that says milk. Now, in the cooler, if you're using ice, there's a good chance that the label won't work. But you can write right on this in Sharpie. Or you can tie a tag on it, or know that the purple one is milk and you get a pink one and that's coffee creamer. You know, I mean, there's all sorts of ways. Or do you use dry creamer? Do you want to fill these up with Cheerios for the kids, or snacks? You know, small pretzels, and they're easy to have for the kids to grab. They're not sticking their wet, dirty hands in a big bag. You know, the same thing with these containers. Small snacks. Grab a snack and go. Grab this, pour that into here. Keeping dirty fingers. People are gross at camping. You can't really be as clean as you are at home. So having smaller, manageable, you know, more manageable containers are great. And I like to travel with my milk in here. I'm also putting eggs in one of these. So I'm cracking a dozen eggs. I'm not whipping them up. I'm leaving the yolks whole, pouring them in. When you pour them out to cook, say you want a fried egg, it should come out the one yolk and its whites around it. If it doesn't, then just shake them up. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just eggs. You know, either way, you're going to have scrambled eggs. You're going to have French toast. What do you need the eggs for? But this way, they're not going to break because you've already taken them out of the shell. You also don't have to deal with yucky, slimy hands and then what to do with the shell. Things like that. That was a container from the dollar store. So this was $1. An alternative, these I believe were $3 at Target. Same concept. It's a water bottle, but you can fill it with creamer. You can fill it with milk. You can fill it with dry goods. It's all the same type of container. It just depends on what you want. This was a gift. I paid for this. And I actually bought several of these in different colors so that we can coordinate. Not for the cuteness factor, although it's a bonus, but because we want to know what's in what container. And there's only 2 of us camping, so that's going to be a little more manageable. And this one has a nifty hanger on it, so if you do put a snack in it, you can just hang it on a hook, hang it on a tree, hang it on a table, put your water in it, you know, whatever you want. For the cooler, this is a refrigerator freezer thermometer. If you're going to store eggs and meat, it makes me feel more comfortable to have one of these in my cooler and know that I'm in the safe zone. I don't want to be sick. I don't want anybody else to be sick. Now, I'm not going to have a lot of raw things, but eggs, milk, you know, if you're going to grill, cook on the grill, chicken. Now, our plan is to eat breakfast and lunch at the campsite and out for dinner most nights. But we'll have breakfast foods. We'll have lunch salads and maybe some grilled chicken for the salads and things, dressings. So these are not expensive. I think this was $10 or less at the hardware store. You want the refrigerator freezer one. It does have a hook on it, although my plan is just to lay it on the top of the cooler so that, you know, we know. I may put it in a zip top baggie just because I don't want any of the water to get up in here. So I'll just put it in a clear little zip top, seal it. It may not be perfect, but it's going to give me an idea that my cooler is where it needs to be. And that's just what's important to me. Now, on the same topic of the kitchen, I bought this at the dollar store. And it's a pop-up hamper. You can see this. So we got navy blue because it's cute. But they have all colors. White. I'm sure they have green, brown, black. I don't know. This one was $1. Pop it up. Put a trash bag in it. Now you have a trash can that takes literally this much space. When you come home, you fold it back down, wrap it up, and you put it in your camping gear. There's even, you can see right here, there's even a pocket you can store your extra trash bags in. Now, we're going back and forth if we need a large or maybe just a small. And I have one of these. It's like a tabletop size. It's tiny from IKEA. And I'm saving trash bag or grocery sacks for that one. Because, again, if I'm only cooking breakfast and lunch, we may not need a large trash can. We're not going to be at camp all day. We'll be at the beach. We'll be visiting with family and friends. And so I'm thinking, this is just a regular shopping bag that I rolled up. And I bought at the dollar store a package of these little tiny rubber bands. And I slipped one over it. And I'll have a bag of these and the little pop-up mesh thing. These go in it when we're done, before we leave camp for the day. Tie it off, drop it in the dumpster on our way out. And then camp will be clean when we come back. And nothing gross or smelly, will be in the trash bag. This still might come for dirty laundry. I'm not sure. This is an if, but depending on how many people you're traveling with, you may use a lot of trash during the day or how far you are from the dumpster. So it may end up in my bag. It may never get opened. But again, it takes up zero space. And we're on an island, technically. I mean, we can drive to the mainland. That's not a problem. But I don't want to. I don't want to have to go and be like, oh, we needed a trash bag. So throwing a small amount of trash bags and this in my camping gear is not going to make that much of a difference. So I will most likely bring both. And then the last kitchen purchase, I believe, that I got at the dollar store for now is this small little knife. Now I'm gonna have a whole separate video on my kitchen, but I picked this up today because it has this. Now we're gonna open it together because I've never bought a knife at the dollar store, but to cut up fruit and breakfasty foods, I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. Would I use it all the time? No. I mean, I have knives in my kitchen, but I also don't want to bring them camping. And I love the idea that this comes with a protective case so that nobody's going to get cut reaching and looking for the knives. It can stay with this little case on it, and it's on there pretty tight, I'm going to tell you. I'm doing this carefully. It's very flimsy. I'm not going to lie. Let's see if it'll cut something. It's not very sharp. I do have a knife sharpener. Yeah, I mean, it will work. It will cut an apple. Let's see if I can get you a good picture of that. There you go. It's not serrated. It's a straight edge. It holds pretty well. It's a little light, but that's okay. I love that it has this case. And this case is what sold me. And it was $1. And it's cute. But for this type of an item, I'm going to go with safety over cute. I don't want anybody hurt. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want my niece hurt. So I'm going to use it before I go and wash it and make sure. It's stainless steel, made in China. But if we're cutting bananas, we're cutting apples, watermelon, not watermelon, I have a bigger knife for watermelon, but apples, banana, maybe some pineapple, whatever fruit we bring, or, a small sausages for breakfast, I think it will be fine. I'm not going to try to chop, herbs and go all Iron Chef. So I think I'll be fine with this. So I have this for the kitchen. And now out into the campground. So we've talked about our storage. We have talked about silverware plates and all of that. Now we need a tablecloth. Because when we get to camp, the site that I'm at, and you want to research where you're going. So the site that I'm at is going to have electric and water. Perfect. And a picnic table. Now the Dollar Tree does have tablecloths, but they are not a very good quality. So I would need more than one, I know, because they will get gross and rip, and they're just very cheap quality to use at a camping ground for multiple days. I did, and I don't know where I put them. I did buy the tablecloth little clips that go on 4 ends of your picnic table, and they will hold this down, hold your tablecloth from the wind, blowing it up and blowing it away. And I bought those at the dollar store, 4-pack for $1. I may pick up a second one just in case. They're actually in my kitchen stuff. I have a toolbox called my Chuck, and that's in there. So I'll show you at that point. But I was at Kroger and found, this is an oblong, and it's 52 by 70 inches. Cute little anchors. On sale for $2.99. So I would have bought 4 or 5 of the cheap tablecloths or just one of this. It's got, I'm not going to take it out, but it has like the felt backing and it's vinyl. It can be wiped down. This will totally last a week. Even if it melts or gets a little burnt from cooking or any hot stuff, it's going to be fine. It's pretty heavy duty. It was regularly like $5.99 and then, or $5.99 and then on sale for $2.99. So I grabbed it. You know, I'm not going until July, but that's part of being frugal, is when you find something, you pick it up. You know, these containers, once they're gone, they may not have any more at the Dollar Tree, and it was the perfect container for what I needed to fit in my cooler. So I picked them up. No hardship. I'm going to put them in a tote, and the tote will go in the garage with the rest of my camping gear. And when we're ready to pack up, I will have all this stuff. And I'm not going the week before, the month before, a day before camp and spending a fortune because I just want to go to Walmart and stock up. You know, I'd rather pick up the tablecloth when it's on sale and it's in that weekly budget and I'm grocery shopping and it's there and I just grab it. You know, so this was, it's called HD Designs. Walmart has these. I mean, it's just it's not an expensive item, but why not grab it when I can? So I picked that up. And like I said, I got the clippies for it that will hold it on to the picnic table. I also picked up one of these. It's a drink daily. So it clips on to the picnic table and your drink can sit in it. But it can also hook onto like a lawn chair. I'm not sure if I'm going to need it, but I thought it was pretty nifty. And if I don't need it for camping, I do enough outdoor activities. I think I can also hook this onto my kayak, to be honest with you, and put my bottle of water in it so it doesn't roll into my feet. So I did pick one of those up for $1. For around camp, I got some duct tape. Now this is not a giant roll of duct tape. I got it at the dollar store, but it is really pretty. But it also works. And it's only 15 feet, which is why it's $1. And it's not Duct brand either. But it is duct tape, which is very handy for camping. You get a rip in your tablecloth. You get a rip in your tent. You need to fix something on the mend. It's super easy and manageable. You need to mark something. You need to keep something sealed. It won't stay shut. You puncture your flip-flop brakes. I mean, duct tape for this little bit of space, just bring some duct tape. Trust me, you'll need it. And if you don't need it on this trip, you'll need it on the next trip. And again, it's $1 and they had silver, but why not buy something pretty because it's the same price, so how fun. Got duct tape. I also picked up at the dollar store a package of zip ties. And if you're not familiar with these, I'll show you what they do. Oh, maybe. I will show you. These are great, especially at a campground when you're kind of out there and you don't have your house. You may not have, you know, bunches of stuff. Sorry, it made me itch. It's a tie. It's a plastic. And if you listen to this, it has little teeth in it. You feed it through and tighten it down, and it can't untighten. I'm envisioning using these to hold tarps onto our shade. So we're bringing a pop-up shade, but I'm not sure how the sun is going to be, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be 95 degrees. We're going to want some shade, and maybe we want to it's going to be windy, and we want to block some wind. So I got a tarp, which I'll show you, and this will hold the tarp to the shade awning. And I bought at the dollar store, which I'll show you when I go through my kitchen, some kitchen shears, scissors. You can cut it, you don't have to. You know, but again, if something breaks, you need to attach it. It can get pretty tight and pretty small, and this is not going to break without you cutting. You can cut it, and you can cut it off, but it's not going to break. The wind is going to pull, you know, and if it's that windy, and you need to secure your rain fly, let's say, on your tent, or something is going on at your campsite and you need to tie something down. Zip ties are fast, they're easy, they're cheap, and you get right back to camping. And for $1, I got a 60 pack. Perfect. I'm going to throw these in with my tent stuff. You know, I'll have a specific small, probably like a small Rubbermaid tote with hammers, with scissors, with bungee cords. You know, bungee cords, again, they're going to hold your fly down. They're going to hold the lid down on your cooler. They're going to hold the lid down on a Rubbermaid tote so the animals don't get to you. They're going to attach things. They're so small and so cheap. For $1, I got 6 different sizes that you can actually hook together to make longer, tie knots to make smaller. It takes up no space. Just put it in with your stuff. You know, the duct tape and the scissors and this. And it could just be emergency. It could be I need to fix something and I want to get back to the beach. You know, things have gone awry and I need to fix it. So that's easy. I also pack always these emergency rescue blankets. And you've seen them. They're silver and they're reflective. This one is a pretty decent size. It's in centimeters. 130 by 210. But I can tell it's folded up. Where I'm going, I'm not sure there's enough shade for my tent. And what I've read is you can put this over your tent and it will reflect the heat away. You know, mind you, all of these ideas, I just want to make this clear, are not unique to me. I've researched and researched and researched, and I've camped for years, and I've watched other people's videos, so I want to make that disclaimer, and I'm sorry, it's 26 minutes in when I say this, but I've not created all these ideas. But I'm going to use them, and I want to share them with you. The emergency blanket. Super cheap. I don't even know where I got this one, but I have it. I'm going to bring it, and if my tent has to be in the shade, I'm going to rig this with some duct tape and this and some zip ties and whatever to reflect the sun, so hopefully my tent doesn't get super hot. It's going to be hot during the day, but this helps keep it not as hot. Another dollar store find. You notice the theme? I love the dollar store. But these are amazing. They were $1 up by the register at my store. They're dry sacks. And I do kayak, as I mentioned. This is a nice dry sack. It will hold when you go to the beach. If you think it's going to rain and you've brought electronics with you, your phone, your charger, a reader, an e-reader, an iPad. I don't think an iPad would fit in here this size, but a Kindle would certainly fit in here. Safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Drop your phone in it. Put it in your beach bag. And now your phone is protected. You roll it once or twice. You can go forward or backward. It's now, you can go 3 times too. There's a carabiner on it, which isn't the greatest, but it's here. This is the important thing. Water's not getting in here. You could probably drop this in the ocean, in a pool, in the lake, in a rainstorm, and nothing in this is getting wet. Keep your wallet in here. Keep things that you want safe and dry. I'm going to throw it in my pool bag or my beach bag, so when we're down at the beach, I want to have my phone. What if there's an emergency, or what if I want to take pictures or whatever? But I don't want to throw my wet stuff on top or get splashed with the kids. I'm just going to throw it in. So I got one for myself and one for my niece. We'll put them in our bags. And also in an emergency, if somebody gets injured, fill it full of ice. It goes the opposite direction too. Fill it full of ice. Flip it up, and now you have a great ice pack for somebody's injury. It's a twofer. You want something to stay cold? Makeup. If you need to bring your makeup camping. And who doesn't? Let's be honest. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're camping on a beach again, so we're going to be going out at night with family. We're going to want some makeup. Your aloe vera gel, if you get burnt, put it in here and put this in the cooler. Your makeup won't melt. Your gel will be cold if you're sunburnt. Ointment stays cold and dry. Because if not, your makeup will melt. It's $95. So, these are great. And they were $1. And they are, I don't know if you can hear this. I mean, look how thick that is. These are heavy duty. It's not cheap material. It's rubber. It is not like parachute material. There is a rubber coating on the inside of these. I mean, listen to that. So I have these two. I have this here, so I'll talk about it. I bought some kitchen towels at the dollar store. Would I use these in my kitchen? No. I don't like the feeling of this. It's microfiber, polyester. I don't enjoy that. I like cotton towels. However, I'm going camping. Gross things are going to touch this. I'm going to use it for the dollar, and then I'm going to throw it away before I leave camp. I bought 3. This, like, it's sticking to my fingers, but they're cute. It's beach themed. I also got a dish dryer to sit it on, which I think is in my kitchen stuff with the 2 towels. And I picked up a 3rd towel. But we're going to be washing dishes. Things are going to need to be dried. It'll dry very quickly in the sun. $1. Grab them because you need them. And then here is my tarp that I picked up. This is just one. I need to see. I don't think it's going to be big enough to be the footprint to my tent. And I also don't feel grommets. So I'm curious what to do with this. But it could also be a tablecloth. It could be a ground cover. There's lots of things to do with a tarp. I'm not worried about that. It was $1. I need to... Oh, it's opening it up. It's kind of cheap. I'm going to have to go buy a bigger one. But I wanted to see the quality of it. And I'll use it. If anything else, I'm going to use it to paint furniture or art projects. So it's not a loss. I need to see if it'll work for camping. Now, bathrooms. Because everybody's going to go. And there's a shower house. So where I'm camping, we have to walk to the shower house. So I bought, I'm sorry, I'm picking this up, at Old Navy, 2 pair of flip-flops. One for myself and one for my niece. They were on sale 2 for $5. So I picked up a pair for each of us. I'm not putting my feet on a shower floor. And I'm sure it's clean. But you just don't know. You don't know who's got what. And I would just prefer to have shoes to wear in the shower. They're, you know, everybody knows what these are. They're just flip-flops. Old Navy. I got us each a pair. We'll just wear them to the shower house. The other idea, now I 100% got this off of YouTube, and I wish I could remember who I saw it on, but I know it's been on a couple videos. To take to the shower house, a lanyard. And these are pretty sturdy for $1. And they have a clip on them. I'm assuming, I don't need the keychain thing, so that will be coming off. But, so this lanyard was $1. And here's the end. So it has the keychain thing. I haven't taken it off, so I'm not sure if we'll need it or not. And then this is a pretty substantial clip. I got us these at the dollar store. Puffs for the shower. Again, can be thrown away on the way home. And these bags I got at Target. Now, I know they have them at the dollar store, but mine didn't at the time. And so I paid $1.97, but I liked the plastic liner on these. And these will hold shampoo, conditioner, shower gel, toothbrush, toothpaste, which I picked up at the dollar store, a travel size. And it's got Crest toothpaste in it and a little toothbrush that will fit right down in here. I'll have to take it out of its case, which I can do that and show you. So this is enough toothpaste for one person for the week. So you get everybody their own. It is, and if you use more, get 2. And this expires February 18th. So you throw your toothpaste in here. And then this is a little travel toothbrush. You brush? It's a soft bristle. I mean, is it great? No. Will it last a week? Yes. And take it off, put the cover back on so it's not getting dirty, and it goes in your bag. And then you put your shower gel, shampoo, and all that in there. That also keeps this from getting shampoo on it. That it's in its little container. And then this hooks onto here. You can or cannot hook your shower buff. That's up to you. We are for now, and then we'll decide, you know, when we get, if it's too wet or something. But to carry to the shower house. And then you hang this lanyard on the top of the shower or on a hook right outside the shower. Take your things out, but it doesn't have to sit on the floor. Did I mention floors are gross? So hang it with your towel. And everything is complete. Everything. We just, when we want to go to the shower, we put our shoes on, grab our bag, our towel, change of clothes, whatever, and go. But everything is in one place. Now, if we're showering at night and it's dark, yes, everybody's going to have flashlights. But I found these, and I just thought they were cute. At Target in the dollar little playground area. And these were $1. Oops, sorry. And they're lights. LED lights. And they're pretty strong. I took them in my bathroom. So you see, I got us a donut and a popsicle. Cute, but functional. We can use them in the tent. We can use them coming back from the bathrooms if we want to take a walk to the beach and we don't want to take the big, umbrella, whatever. I mean, they're just a nice small little LED light source to have in a pinch. These also can be thrown in our little bags, and if the bathroom is dark, I mean, you don't know. You don't know the situation you're walking into, and for a tiny little something, it was just fun for my niece and I. So I picked that up. What else did I get? Oh, some more fun stuff, but let me show you another thing for camp. Now, when you put your tent up, you have your strings that come down that hold the rain fly on, and I trip over them every single time. So I've been doing this for years. And these were $1, but you can get these anywhere, and they're the solar garden stakes. You pull this out, they sit in the sun, and then they light up. The bottom comes out, push this up in here. I'm not going to do it all the way. And you spike it into the ground. And I put it where the cords are next to the opening of the tent. And it lights them up, and if you see the light, you're too close. Especially at night if you're going to the bath. Ooh. I mentioned they were $1, right? And then they could be tossed. Like they were $1, If they're still in good working order, I guess you could do a DIY with that. I'll probably glue it before we go, but if they're still in working order, I mean, I'll surely bring them home. But my ones from last year, I will tell you, they don't work still. I put them outside to check. So I probably will just toss them. They'll be gross and dirty, but this is, cheap metal. But again, they're $1, and it's a light source for night. So we got that. Now, bugs. Nobody likes bugs. So there's options, and we'll probably have several options because from what I've understood, at the beach you get the no-see-ums in Florida. There'll be plenty of mosquitoes. So I bought this citronella candle at Target, and it was $3. And it is 2.29 ounces. Citronella, 3% is the active ingredient. It smells like a citronella candle. That's what it is. So I grabbed it, again, because it's cute, it's functional, and I sit outside a lot in the summer. I'll need it, either for camping or I will put it on my patio and use it in the summer. I saw it, you buy it. If it's a reasonable price, we're getting a visitor in a second. This is my cat, Wellington. Let's not show people your bum bum. Come on, get down. Get down, buddy. Yeah, sorry, guys. That's my kitty. But then I was at the dollar store, and they had these candles. And these, I got them, they're the same scent, citronella, but they were just in different colors. Skeeter beater. And I will tell you, if you've noticed the theme, the teal and the pink, apparently that's my colors this year, or that's the colors that are out. I'm not really sure. But these were the last two left, I promise. I didn't do it on purpose. So this one was $3, and it's 2.9 ounces. This is, I have no idea. It looks to be relatively, this is 3 ounces. Active ingredient citronella. It's the same stuff. Actually, it smells like popcorn, but it's DEET-free, made with real citronella. It also has lemongrass, 4% citronella, paraffin, palm oil, and they come in different colors. They also have ones without the lid, but for camping, yeah, they smell like popcorn. For camping, I wanted a lid, so I grabbed the last two they had in the mason jars. But they also have them, and they're just skeeter beaters. They also have just jar citronella cans. But we can put these out at camp in the evening if we need them, and they're relatively inexpensive. I know, buddy. I know, sweetie. One more minute, and I'll be done. Now we have some fun stuff, because camping is fun, and we want to have fun. So I got us at Target. These are drink holders. This is a flamingo that blows up, and this is a pineapple, and it lays flat like this, and you stick your drink in it. This one sits upright and put your drink in it. Okay. Oh, I know, buddy. I know. Let me put you down. I'll come get you in a minute. He would like some attention, so I'm apparently talking to myself too long. So yeah, I got us these. And honestly, we can sit them on the ground at camp and put our drinks in them. It doesn't have to be at the beach, although they might blow away. That's it. We'll see. I also have a pool where I live, and you know, at my house, so we can float around in the pool in it. Okay, let me just move this. I'm moving some more things up. Alternate light sources. So it's fun to decorate your campsite. I went 2 different directions. One, it really isn't for camping. I'm going to see if I can get it out here. This, but it could be. I got this for the 4th of July. It was at the dollar store, and I'm glad I did because I have not seen them again. But these are battery-operated little lights. Totally could put these in your tent. Oh, I seem to be having problems with things falling off. They're little LED lights, and then these are just plastic covers that go on top. No harm, no foul. These are stars, obviously. They have all different ones. They operate on 2 AA batteries, which they do sell at the dollar store. I would get the alkaline. They seem to last longer. I'm taking this to a picnic concert that we're going to, and then fireworks show to put on my cooler. But could totally take it to camp, especially if you're going camping over like Memorial Day or 4th of July. Like, go to the dollar store, buy some fun stuff, decorate it up. We're going to the beach, like I said, so we're going to be decorating with flamingos. And these are also battery-operated flamingo lights, and we're going to hang them in our tent, just for fun. I mean, it's battery-operated. We'll turn them off when we go to bed, 2 AA batteries. And then I'm taking them on my cruise in October, so I'll have more videos on cruise preparation as well. Our cruise theme is flamingos, and when I saw all this stuff, I was like, double duty. Another, you know, perfect thing. Things like what I'm showing you now won't get put away with camping stuff. This will get kept in a travel container that I have, that when we go on a vacation or something and I need something fun, I go to. You know, some stuff, bungee cords pretty much stays with the garage camping gear, but flamingo lights? Now that's a whole nother story. We also got some flamingo drink stirrers. Like, how fun is that just to have a cocktail at the campsite, which I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but I probably will. And these were, okay, bub, I know, honey, those were $1 as well. But, okay, no, but people, they can't see. Oh, honey. Okay, whoops. Okay, here, sit here. There you go. So the you're silly cat. Let's get down. Okay. The drink stirrers were from Target for $1. These lights were from Target, and they were $5. So that's your price point. I mean, where are you comfortable? I'm sure that they have these lights at the dollar store. I just didn't see them. But every dollar store also has different things. So I got these straws at the dollar store. They're just those plastic drink straws with the, you know, they bend here. But, I'm sorry, but who doesn't need a flamingo drink straw while you're at the beach? They also had pineapple, palm trees, I think. And these were packs of 25, I think. I opened them up, so I'm not sure. 25 or 30 are in here, but this is how they come. I may go buy some more too. Use them at the pool this summer. I want the palm trees, which I didn't see, and the pineapples. Okay, buddy. Alrighty. Yes. Everybody has a child in their life, and that's mine. Okay, so I just have a couple more other things. I got us some napkins to take. Just as happy hour. And it's a little tiny little bit of napkins, but something fun. If one night we decide to have fire and we're going to do s'mores. I mean, it's just fun. Like, camping is fun. And it doesn't have to be everything dark and dirty. I got these. Now, these were from Target. This was from Target for $1. and it's a 10 count. So it's not a great deal. Oops, happy hour. But it's super cute. I don't think I have any more. No. Then I got these, which are koozies. So if you have canned drinks, soda, seltzer, beer, whatever. Come on, tell me that's not adorable. And then I got a pineapple one. So I got 2 flamingos, a pineapple, and this just says cocktails. And these were from Target's that playground area, Bullseye's Playground. And these were $1. I will tell you though, I had to stalk my Target for weeks to find this one. They had some other ones too, but I just like these 4. And then I also picked up at the Dollar Spot flamingo straws. These are going to probably become a decoration for camp or something, like some pinwheels. They're paper straws, and although they're super cute and foiled and were $1, they don't hold up to drinking. Drinking, decorating. So I think that's it for now. Definitely subscribe. This is my new channel. I have a knitting channel as well. But this is going to be more about adventure and travel and what to bring camping this week. I'll be back. Make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and leave a comment. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that I can. So happy traveling. Bye.